Two. All right, take two. Let's see how many takes I'm gonna have to take. Let's see. Good afternoon, guys. I've decided that I'm gonna go ahead and share my community with you guys. I've got amazing friends and families, business partners, and the first person I'm going to share with you guys is Carla Italiano. The reason for sharing her with you guys is I was reminded of I went to a retreat this weekend and I gained 41 sisters in Christ. Yay, you're here. I wonder why can't I bring, I'm going to try it again. Why can't I get you onto the screen? Did the features change or something? Live broadcast, yeah, I'm doing that. I'm here. And I said I can bring you on and I added you. All right, you guys are seeing this live as we speak. If it doesn't work, maybe we have to find another medium. Carla, I'm doing everything I can right now. Oh, that's not good. I already set it up to where I could bring you on. And it says that you're here, but I don't see you. So, let's see. Maybe I'll have to use Instagram. They get rid of the features. It's been a while since I've done live. I clicked on the notification that you wanted me to join, but I don't see how else to come into your live. Yeah, I hit the button where it shows guest requests, allow your viewers to request to join as a guest in your broadcast. Yeah. Then, and also view your viewers. Huh. It's not happening for me. Do they not have the picture-in-picture interview style anymore? All right. There's 5 people on. That's so cool. But yes, I have not been live on a while. What do you think we should do, Carla? I'll end it and I'll try it again. Second attempt. We got 6 people viewing. That's so cool. Yeah, left comments. Maybe we can go to Instagram. I know that Instagram will do it. I don't know why the feature is not showing up on Facebook. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. Yay!
I'm here. Oh, there we go. I just needed to switch. Oh wait, can you hear me?
Yes.
Here we go. Yay! But I can't hear you on my phone. It's echo. Hold on. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we only got 3 people watching. No worries.
My laptop, but when I needed to switch to my phone, apparently. Hold on. Can I do this? No, it didn't switch with me. All right, let me figure out how I can get this to stay steady.
Here. I'm super excited. I haven't done a live in a while, so I was gonna do it on Instagram, but I was motivated by Atomic Habits.
Yeah, they mentioned that on our Zoom this morning.
That's right.
Read that book yet.
Yeah, so the incremental improvement for exponentially 365 days is 37 times. So that's pretty impressive. So I thought if I go interviewing, we have over 200,000 transformation with what we have with our, with our partner, Isogenics. So we have tons of transformation. So I might as well just do quick interviews. So is it working for you?
Yeah, it's working. I'm sorry the angle is a little bit odd, but that's how I can set my phone in the moment.
I'm going to turn on some light too, make myself look a little better.
Okay.
All right, let's just pause and let me introduce you properly then.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Facebook, I'm super excited to introduce one of my closest friends, Carla Italiano. She is the person that started all for me. It was a combination of so this weekend I came from a women's retreat that my husband recommended that I attend. So I'm really grateful for it. Could have never imagined it, how wonderful it was. So now I've gained an additional 41 sisters in Christ. And what they taught me was to love, basically, get out of my own way and love God. Put him first and everything else falls in place. So that took me to Carla Italiano. I actually just got baptized and I was a new new believer in Christ. And Carla just beamed, guys. I'm serious. I mean, not only is she beautiful inside and out, she was sweet, generous with her time. And, and I just kind of latched on to Carla. I don't know if you remember, Carla, you actually even took me to work out with you because I was telling you that I needed to work out. But I almost fainted because I could not know how to breathe properly.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun. What a fun season. And thank you for the compliments. But I love like the theme that you opened with, because really like that's Christ in me, in us, that allows us to shine and that brought us together in that season. No doubt.
And the reason I'm mentioning all this is what I realized from this particular weekend is the theme that keep resounding on me was that I was really hard on myself and I was allowing the devil to get to me with, guilt and what is it called? I can't think of the word right now, but with all that said, that kept me from taking action, and even with the abundance and the love that you give me and the community that I'm given, I couldn't receive it. I keep having a hard time receiving it. But this particular weekend really, it was exhausting. It was day upon day upon day and activity upon activity of just love being poured onto us. And I realized that, and I think what it was it was compounded love. And it's just like, hey, God loves you. Stop telling telling yourself that God doesn't love you. And I was, I was looking around and I was like, wow, he really loves me. He keeps coming after me. And it just dawned on me that we have such an amazing community that I've been really selfish keeping it to myself. We are looking prettier, our skin complexion's better, more hair, more energy, but we're keeping it to ourselves because we want to be better than everybody else. And I'm like, no. You gotta give it to God and give it to others. And so with that said, and the reminder of our atomic habits, if I just do a video every day of the transformation, I'll put it all out there. People just see it for themselves. I don't have to convince anybody because everybody's body's different. And why have I been so greedy and keeping it to myself? So if I'm going to start with somebody, you are the first person that I need to start with, since you were the one who introduced isogenics to me. So I'd like to.
Well, thank you, Alicia. You're just so amazing. You are so driven and so multi-talented, and anything that you put your mind to, you do amazing things at. And I also love your spontaneity. Literally get a text, can I interview on Facebook? I'm like, okay. Like right now, like, okay. So I said yes. I'm like, wait, what are we talking about? So, but I think that's great about our friendship and our partnership, that we just work together, and definitely, the way that God has led us. Lives. Can you still hear me? Because I think on yours paused for a second.
I hear you fine.
Okay, cool. But yeah, and then we get to work together in this vehicle of isogenics, and I think the words like we're selfish for not sharing, I mean, that's definitely a mindset you can go with, but I think using that phrasing can bring on some excess shame and emotions that aren't really necessary, because typically if we have something we love that we know can benefit others and we're not sharing, there's probably other factors around that, such as like fear of rejection, or just not thinking, well, other people would want something like this, or I'm not worthy enough to share this with somebody else. We have these mindset shifts that sometimes need to take place in our mind. And it's not that we need to blame ourselves for being selfish, but having that mindset can definitely be a tool that we use to put it in perspective. Like, well, this isn't about us. This is about them. This is about, I'm so thankful that my friend Terry, for example, shared this with me years ago and was a product user for 6 years. And you could have said I was selfish. And sometimes that's a mindset, well, I was selfish for not sharing. No, it was just the phase I was in. And I did share with a few people, but I was not as intentional about it. But in sharing intentional, it actually had to do with a personal need. For me, it had to do with paying for private school for my 3 girls, which I've now been able to do. And so that was a personal need. But in the process, the most rewarding part of that has been sharing it with you and other people and seeing transformations physically, financially, energy, beauty, internal, external, in our team and just in our entire community of people in this company.
Wow, thank you, Carla, for that. There's so many shares that you just kind of went on, but I'll just kind of leverage the. I want to leverage the 6 years, and it's not being selfish, and I don't try to model what you've done. And when I first initially did the isogenic thing, I actually, what got me into action was my husband's transformation. So that kind of kept me from keeping it to myself. But then as time progressed, there were other issues that I had to deal with, and then with sharing, and I added a lot of guilt to all this stuff. But it's not about me. It took me 7 years to realize this is just an amazing system. I mean, I'm reminded that there's nothing out there from today's morning that we had, our amazing team, that there's no systems out there that has peer reviewed scientific evidence that it works. Our 30-day system, what was the number? 73% success rate? Was it 70?
Yeah, 70 something percent more success compared to the standard heart healthy diet.
And you know what I love about that? We have numbers to prove it. Most people don't have numbers, and I can't help it. You being a scientist just like myself, both of us engineers, we just kind of gravitate towards numbers. And that really just says a lot. And so why are we keeping it to ourselves? Why don't I just show people the before and after? So, that's all I have to do is just show people before and after. And I was just thinking, gosh, I mean, how hard can this be? All you have to do is just share stories. So with that said, I would like to hear your story if you don't mind.
Yeah, absolutely. No, and you touched a lot on there too, and I think that's beautiful. And lots of reasons why we don't always share in the moment is because there are some people who say no, and sometimes we tend to take those personally, and we try to avoid the pain by controlling it. And the way we control it is by we don't even initiate the opportunity for it. But I think especially the thing that keeps me driven and motivates me to continue to share and to grow myself so that I can show up in a better way is seeing the stories, is realizing, well, this person said no, or this person returned their products, or this person stopped for whatever reason. But over here, if I focus on, this person just lost this much weight, this person is having this better experience in life because of what they did with our products, it's so motivating. And yeah, that's the beginning of my story. So I mentioned Terry earlier, and she reached out to me about her personal weight loss. And she said, Carla, I know you don't need to lose weight, but this is amazing. And nobody may have known it because they say because I'm tall, I carry it well. But I was really struggling with my weight at the time. I was really stuck. I just started a corporate career. We were in the same office. And so my lifestyle had changed. And I was really stuck because my weight kept increasing, even though I was cutting down on what I was eating, and I was working out all the time, sometimes even multiple times a day, trying to get my weight under control. And I was at this place in my life where I had resigned in my mind that, this is just what happens when we get older. And that's really what I thought. I was in my 20s still, but that's what I thought. This is what everybody tells me that happens, and it's happening to me now. But thank goodness Terry reached out and shared this with me, and I decided to give it a try. And not only did I lose that weight, but I did it in a way that felt good, that was healthy, that I was able to easily maintain it. So I went from thinking about it all the time. How much should I eat? How much should I not eat? How many times should I exercise? I should have that, shouldn't have that, etc. To now having the freedom to maintain my weight while living my life and not having my mind completely obsessed over, how to maintain my weight. It was just happening naturally because my body was in balance with the tools that Isagenix gives us. The systems, everything's already in place for us. It addresses things like toxicity, nutritional deficiencies, and stress in our bodies. Without addressing these things, the calories in, calories out method may or may not work. It definitely won't give us the same results that it can when we get our entire body in balance. So that was my initial experience, and I continue to use the products. That's been 14 years, and I still love the products. It's the foundation of nutrition for my life, for my entire family. It's really about a foundation with the tools for targeted solutions and health when needed. I'm doing a cleanse day today. It's a fasting day that's nutritionally supported. It's something I do at least once a month, simply to maintain my well-being. And if I'm like going into summer or I have a weight loss goal, then I might do one a week consistently over a period of time to really hone that in. So I'm so thankful, because now I realize if I feel a little bloated, or if I gain a little extra weight, or I indulge over the weekend, where before I would have been really down on myself and felt like I have to do perfect now for this entire week to make up for what just happened. Now I there's no stress at all. I don't worry at all, because I know that I have the foundation and the tools that can help me maintain my well-being and weight and the lifestyle that I want.
Oh, that's beautiful. Wow, you covered so much stuff. But I think from listening to you, what really made the impression on me about your journey is really the partnership of Isagenix with you. So when you started, why you started was just to be able to, and it bought you the freedom of not having to stress about all the different calories in and out and then not reaching your goal. But then you shared a little also prior, if you can bring us back to the next milestone, if you will. So you've been using it for 6 years. What got you to sharing again, with, deciding to share the actual system with other folks?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I had enjoyed these products for years. And during that time, I would say I was curious about the income. I knew it was there. I'd experienced in another home-based business company prior. And so I believed in the profession. I knew what it could do, but I had lost my confidence. I didn't have confidence in myself that I could do it. And so when I started Isagenix, it was for the products, but with a curiosity about the income opportunity. But I didn't have a why that was big enough at the beginning to overcome all those challenges in my mind, all those reasons, all those doubts, lack of confidence in my mind. And so I would say when I decided to start, it wasn't because the fears and doubts and lack of confidence magically went away. What happened was my why got bigger than those reasons. And that why was private school for my 3 girls, because when I started Isagenix, I was newly married, no kids, and then having kids, as I grew in my knowledge of nutrition, and all along the way I was always even more and more impressed with Isagenix. And then we moved here to Savannah, Georgia. We found an amazing school for them. It just happens to be a private Christian school, which costs money. And after a few years, we got to a point, the girls were really young at the time. They're 12 or 13 as of last week, 13, 10 and 10 now, but at the time they were all entering school at the same time. They're all old enough to be in school. I'm like, wow, this is a financial hit. I left my engineering job by this time. As you know, I didn't want to go back to a cubicle, and I was frustrated that, it was like some boss of my husband was determining his salary, which was determining where my girls could go to school. I didn't like that. I'm like, I want to take my power back. I want to control. So what can I do? I'm going to check out Isagenix. I'm going to look more closely at the opportunity. So I went to an event. I started to plug into calls. I learned as much as I could, and I decided to go for it. It wasn't easy at all in the beginning. It was challenging, but my why again was so strong that I was like, if I don't do this, I have to pull my girls out of the school that I love for them. And for me, that wasn't an option. So this was how I stayed with it, even through the really challenging times and the slow start, but I was all in, taking action consistently and growing myself. And so Now it's been 8 years building the business. I have, you know, more than replaced my engineering income. So I'm obviously able to pay for their school. And I have a balance in my life. I'm still with them. I still go to all the things. In fact, now I'm coaching my oldest daughter's youth volleyball team, which is not something I ever thought of doing. But when the need came up and their coach quit and they needed somebody, I'm like, I could figure it out. So it gave me not only the time freedom to do it, but kind of this, even though it's out of my comfort zone, but this level of confidence that like I can figure it out. If nobody else is gonna do it, I will do it, and I can figure it out. So it's just been such amazing. I love our profession of network marketing, and that Isagenix brings it to us in such a true, abundant, and residual and authentic way.
Awesome. You know, I love where we're at with this company. It seems like it's just growing with us, like it's providing us the products that we need as we're using it. Can you speak a little to the industry of network marketing? I love, it's taken me 7 years to appreciate it, but I would like for you to share your opinion and your thoughts on it, on the industry.
Yes, thank you. No, I mean, there's so much that I could say. And I love network marketing. And I understand people have mixed feelings about it. And I feel like it's not the business model itself, but potentially the people that they have been associated with in different models. And there are some models that are, but there are so many amazing companies with legitimate models out there. And the customer service, the products are amazing. And it creates residual income. I even know, you know, you and I have both been on some calls lately with some entrepreneurs who are very successful in, you know, real estate, lawyers, investing different ways, but like there's this missing piece to their portfolio. If you look at the Robert Kiyosaki, you know, 4 quadrants of cash flow, and it's that sense of like a big business income, that sense where you own, you turn your time, you don't work for time anymore. You turn your time into, you don't trade time for money. You have systems and people in place that you are working with a system that is creating you a leveraged sense of income. In my life personally, I got to experience this the most, you know, when one of my daughters got really sick and she received a life-threatening diagnosis. She's great today. She's fine, which I'm so thankful for. But at 5 years old, when she was diagnosed with cancer, because prior to that moment, I had built this business model for 3 years very consistently, every single day, a little bit every single day. I, at that point, had the freedom and the leverage, the residual income to be able to step back and to focus only on her, and the business kept going and the income kept flowing. And I mean, and I now believe everyone should have that. Everyone deserves to have a residual income in place, because, you know, not for that reason, like not everyone's going to experience something like that, but you never know. I mean, here in our area right now, we had tornadoes touch down like 10 minutes from our house. We are fine, but like a family from our church, I just found out, like lost their entire home. There are people suffering. And so being able to share this vehicle with people as we go allows them to create an income, so that, you know, we have it when we need it, or we're able to help both with time and income that keeps flowing in residually through this business model of network marketing.
So if I hear you right, you started off as a product user for about 6 years, and then you got into doing the business for about 3 years consistently. And then you reaped the benefits of that when your daughter got sick. And then you've been doing it total, you know, for 8 years, 14 years with the company total.
Yes, that is correct.
So I'm bringing you to my audience. You know, I'm going to be interviewing people and their stories. What would you say the takeaway would be for starting a home-based nutritional supplement superfood company?
Yeah, or starting in partnership with our company, a takeaway. I mean, I think something to consider is, for somebody who wants to feel their best every day, to look their best every day, and wants to do it naturally, and want to do it in a way that's sustaining, and they want to do it in a way that's in community with people, you get all of that here. and to be able to not only experience that, but offer that to other people, invite other people into this community, into this lifestyle of total well-being and wellness, and to be able to create a residual income that protects your family, that adds to your family, your own well-being at the same time. And there's nothing like it.
Priceless.
There's nothing like it. It's beautiful.
Well, thank you. I am just really grateful for you, especially for the new products that we've gotten. I've got a lot of transformations, and I need to put people on this. Yes.
It's my favorite currently.
I was going to say, I need to talk to you about that. I think I need to be a guinea pig on that. So Isogenics need to do some data on that one for me. But yeah, from our collagen product to the elixir that you just shared with us, and then the hair product, and then the skincare line, you can see the tightness in our skin with the light, with no makeup, by the way. So I'm grateful for you for sharing your beauty secrets with me. And I love that it has a compensation component to it, because I've been consuming these products for free for 7 years, thanks to you.
Yes, well, I shared with you the vehicle, and you said yes, and you've taken the steps, and you've shared with the people, and you've put the products in your body. So I'll take credit for sharing with you, but you've done the work and created the lifestyle that you have, and with the products that Isogenics has afforded us.
Alrighty, thank you. Now, if there's anybody who's watching this and you are one of my Isogenics buddies, or Carly, if you have any suggestions, let me know, comment below. I'd like to interview somebody the next day and the next day. So I want to try to keep this atomic habit of, storytelling every day. So help me out.
I think that's great. Yeah, there's so many great stories. And now with so many products, lots of testimonies from everyone. So
thank you, Carla, for just responding and letting me interview you. I appreciate you.
Yes, you're welcome. Thanks, Alicia.
All right, bye.
Bye.